in the quiet corners of our minds. We often build cathedrals out of simple glances. For Liam, every walk home was a journey toward a silent promise. A promise that lived behind a door of dark walnut and crimson brick. And there she was, Maya, the girl who turned the ordinary into the ethereal. She had a ritual, a simple snack, a moment of peace at the threshold of her world. And every day, their worlds collided in a fraction of a second. She watched him, not with the eyes of a stranger, but with the warmth of a neighbor. When she laughed, Liam felt the weight of the world lift off his shoulders. He mistook her kindness for a confession, a silent "I love you" in every giggle. To her, it was a neighborly greeting. To him, it was the start of a grand romance. He walked away, but his heart remained, anchored to that crimson brick porch. In the silence of his room, he reaped the scene, magnifying every detail. Days turned into a rhythm of expectation. Another day, another wave, another break in the wall of his illusion. He began to love the things she loved, thinking they were shared secrets. He saw her as a princess in a crimson tower, waiting for a sign he was sure he was giving. He thought she was sharing her joy with him, only him. Observation became obsession. Silence became a dialogue. A playful wink, a casual spark. To Liam, it was a forest fire. Even the rain couldn't dampen the fire of his one-sided devotion. He watched the lights go out, imagining her dreaming of him. He wrote poems to a girl who didn't know his name. A nod of recognition. To him, it was a nod of agreement. He lived in the spaces between her breaths, building a world that didn't exist. He was a man drowning in a beautiful illusion, and he didn't want to be saved. Then came the evening. The music stopped. A final smile, a closing door. The next day, the stage was empty. The sun rose, but the light was gone. The house was locked. The silence was absolute. The absence was a physical blow. He searched for a sign, a note, a footprint, a reason for the sudden void. She was gone, and with her, the only color in his gray trousers and navy blue world. A house is just bricks and wood without the soul that inhabits it. The walk home became a funeral procession for a dream. He waited in the rain, hoping the weather would wash her back to him. the door remained shut, a dark walnut barrier to his happiness. The things that once brought him joy now tasted like ash. Autumn arrived in his heart long before it hit the trees. Weeks passed. The illusion was rotting, but he refused to bury it. He was a prisoner of a memory that was never real. He saw her in every shadow, in every crisp white shirt. He was haunting a house that wasn't his. Even the earth seemed to forget her touch. The house became a monument to his loneliness. He was drowning in the shallow end of a one-sided love. The neighborhood lost its shine. The magic had been evicted. He was waiting for a call from a voice that never spoke to him. Finality is a bitter pill to swallow. He was losing his grip on the ghost he had created. He was walking away from a part of himself he would never get back. The bars of his own making were starting to rust. He surrendered to the darkness, hoping for a dreamless sleep. Months passed, the wound became a scar, until the day the world shifted again. He saw a flash of white in a world of gray. There she was, Maya, the architect of his dreams, standing in the light. Every month of agony vanished in a heartbeat. She was real. She was here. He was ready to tell her how much he had missed their connection. She turned. The moment of truth had arrived. But the eyes that once struck him with laughter now looked at him with nothing. The recognition he expected was a ghost. He was a stranger in her eyes. A polite nod, the kind you give to a person you've seen once and forgotten. She moved past him like he was a piece of furniture, a shadow in her periphery. He was drowning in a room full of people. The laugh he thought was a secret language was just her way of being. The separation was final. The coldness was absolute. He had traveled across an ocean of hope only to find a desert. The neighborhood was just bricks again. The magic had been a lie. The devastation was quiet. It was the sound of a heart finally accepting the truth. He cried for the man he was. He cried for the girl who never existed. He hated his eyes for seeing what wasn't there. He was a casualty of his own imagination. Some doors are better left closed. He was a stranger in his own story. He was waiting for a feeling that would never return. The bookstore was a crime scene now, the place where his heart died.
Not today.
He was shedding the skin of the man who loved her. He was a man lost in a storm of his own making. Fate is a cruel jester. Another encounter, another chance to break. She saw a neighbor. He saw his executioner. He needed to hear it. He needed the final blow to be delivered. He stood before her, a man made of glass, waiting to be shattered.
Oh, am I late for the meeting?
No, I was just mistaken.
A simple word, a final prayer for recognition. The silence was louder than any scream. She walked past him as if he were a ghost. Invisible, irrelevant. The ultimate rejection is not a no. It is a nothing. He was a casualty of a war that only he was fighting. He was a casualty of a war that only he was fighting. He was a man walking through the ruins of his own heart. The reality check was a cold, hard floor. He was a prisoner of a memory that was never real. He cried for the man who was so foolish. He cried for the time he had lost. He hated the eyes that saw love in a neighborly smile. The light was out. The dream was over. He had no more poems to write. He was a stranger to himself. He was running away from the place where he died. The sun was setting on the man he used to be. The shirt was just a shirt. The love was just a lie. He was letting the rain wash away the ghost of her. The door was just wood. The house was just bricks. He was finally alone, and he was finally free. A new day, a new man, a new reality. He needed to say it. He needed to hear it one last time. She saw a neighbor. He saw the end of a long, dark road. A reminder of the snack, a reminder of the smiles, a reminder of the lie. She didn't understand. She never did.
Is this what I think it is?
It is exactly what you think it is.
He told her. He told her about the smiles, the laughter, the love he thought they shared. She spoke, and the world finally stopped spinning. I was just being a neighbor, Liam. I never loved you. I'm sorry. The truth was a cold, hard blade. It cut through the last of the illusion. She walked away, and this time he let her go. The debt was paid. The story was over. He cried for the man he used to be. He cried for the freedom he had found. He accepted the reality. Not every smile is love, and that's okay. The house was just bricks. The door was just wood. He was walking into his own life, a life built on reality. A new day, a new man, a new world. He was writing his own story now. He was a man who had survived a storm of his own making. He was finally free, finally real, finally home. The world is a beautiful place if you see it for what it truly is. Not every smile is love, but every lesson is a gift. Goodbye, Maya.